You ate the ice cream too fast. You know you did. And about 10 seconds from now, a spike of pain is going to detonate behind your forehead, and you are going to scrunch your face and wait for it to pass. You think your brain is freezing. It is not. Your brain is fine. What is happening is far stranger, and you did it to yourself. Brain freeze feels like the cold reached your brain, and your brain complained. But the cold never gets anywhere near your brain. Your skull is sealed, your brain is buried deep, and a spoon of ice cream does not chill it. So if your brain is not actually cold, then what exactly is screaming at you, and why is it screaming in completely the wrong place? The whole thing starts on the roof of your mouth. When you eat or drink something very cold, very fast, you press it against your palate, and the temperature there drops suddenly. Not slowly, the way it would if you sipped. All at once. And the roof of your mouth happens to sit right above a busy junction of blood vessels and nerves. Running near there is the artery that feeds the front of your brain. And your body has one rule about your brain, that it will not break. Keep it warm. So when that sudden cold arrives, the artery reacts fast, changing how much warm blood it pushes toward your brain to defend its temperature. That rapid change in blood flow is the real event. Everything you feel is downstream of it. So nothing is freezing. There is no ice on your brain, no frost on your thoughts. There is a blood vessel near the roof of your mouth reacting to a temperature emergency you created with dessert. And that reaction is so abrupt that your nervous system notices it and decides you need to know about it immediately. Here is where it gets ridiculous. The nerve that carries the alarm is the trigeminal nerve, the main sensation nerve of your face. And it serves both the roof of your mouth and your forehead on the same lines. So when the signal floods in from your palate, your brain cannot quite tell where it came from. And it guesses. It guesses forehead. This is called referred pain, and your body does it more than you would like. The trouble is in one place, the ache shows up in another, because the wiring shares a cable. Your roof of mouth emergency gets delivered to your forehead by mistake. You spend the whole time rubbing the front of your head, nowhere near the actual problem, which is sitting just above your tongue. And if referred pain sounds far-fetched, your body pulls the same trick in much scarier situations. A heart problem can show up as an aching left arm or jaw, miles from the heart. For the very same reason, nerves from different places merge onto shared lines before they reach the brain, and the brain reads the return address wrong. Brain freeze is just a harmless, delicious version of that same wiring quirk. And this is not a trivial nerve to provoke. The trigeminal nerve is the same pathway involved in migraines, which is exactly why scientists study brain freeze on purpose. It is a migraine you can summon on demand with a milkshake that fades in under a minute in volunteers who are happy to be there. A safe little preview of a much worse headache, served cold. So why does your body make such a fuss? Because your brain is fussy about temperature, and protecting it is non-negotiable. A sudden cold near a major brain artery is exactly the kind of thing your body is built to respond to instantly. No committee, no delay. It would rather overreact to a spoon of gelato than risk letting your brain drift cold. And the reason it guards the brain this hard is simple math. Your brain is barely 2% of your weight, but burns about a fifth of your energy, and it only works inside a narrow band of temperature. Let it drift too cold, and everything you are starts to slow down. So, your body treats a sudden chill near a brain artery as a 5-alarm event, and would rather fire the alarm for nothing than miss the one time it matters. The blood flow surge that defends your brain is the point. The headache is just the noise it makes. Your body is not punishing you, it is protecting the organ you do everything with. And the stabbing pain in your forehead is the receipt. You wanted cold dessert fast. Your brain quietly filed a complaint about the working conditions, which means the entire experience is a misfire of caution. There was never any danger to your brain. There was a fast temperature change, a protective reflex, and a nerve that sent the bill to the wrong address. All of it triggered by you, deciding that the correct speed for a frozen treat was as fast as physically possible. Here is the useful part, because brain freeze is one of the few body glitches you can switch off on command. If the problem is sudden cold on your palate, the fix is obvious. Warm the palate back up. Press your tongue flat against the roof of your mouth and hold it there. The warmth of your own tongue tells the panicking vessels to stand down. Or take a sip of something warm. Or even just stop. Close your mouth and breathe warm air over the roof of it. Anything that nudges the temperature back up calms the reflex. The blood flow settles, and the false alarm in your forehead fades. You can usually kill a brain freeze in well under a minute, which is more than you can say for most of your problems. And the prevention is even simpler, which is why nobody does it. Eat the cold thing slower. Keep it toward the front of your mouth, off the sensitive roof, and give the temperature time to change gently instead of all at once. You already knew this. You will ignore it again the next time something cold and delicious is in front of you. So will I. What you cannot do is talk your body out of the reflex itself. You can warm the palate and end it early, but you cannot tell the artery not to react in the first place. Cold hits, the vessels respond. The trigeminal nerve carries it. Your forehead lights up. The sequence runs the same way every time. On hardware, you do not control whether you understand it or not. And how hard it hits you is not really up to you either. Some people get brain freeze easily and intensely. Others, barely at all. And it seems to track with how reactive your particular nervous system is. The same wiring that makes some people more prone to other kinds of headaches. Your brain freeze is, in a small way, a readout of how jumpy your own pain system runs. So, the next time it hits, you will at least know the real story. Not your brain freezing. A jolt of cold on the roof of your mouth. A brain-warming reflex firing too hard. And a nerve delivering the complaint to your forehead by mistake. A complete little drama, start to finish, in the time it takes to regret a milkshake. Brain freeze is not your brain being hurt. It is your brain being defended, a little too enthusiastically, by a body that treats a cold spoon as a threat to the command center. The pain is friendly fire, an overprotective reflex, a crossed wire, and a forehead taking the blame for something that happened in your mouth. And knowing all of this will change nothing about how you eat ice cream. You will go too fast, the cold will hit the roof of your mouth, and your forehead will pay for a crime your palate committed. Again, because the dessert is worth it, and your brain, bless it, will keep protecting you from it anyway. So enjoy the cold thing. Just know that the ache behind your eyes is the sound of your body loving your brain more than you love your own forehead. Worth it. Probably. Pass the spoon.